Hello, glad to have you join us. This is Platform. I'm Ruth Aguele. I'd like to start by asking, when last did you open a book to read? Yes, you. Or better still, are you currently reading a book? A renowned novelist, J.K. Rowling, once said, and I quote, "If you don't like to read, you haven't found the right book." And Neil Gaiman, another renowned author, says, and I quote, "A book is a dream that you hold in your hand." Indeed, because books, they say, open our minds to new possibilities. They help us develop our critical thinking skills. More still, reading books helps us, escape from reality and explore different worlds. You get to learn about people and cultures. Reading books can improve vocabulary and also improve our knowledge about life. I could go on and on. No doubt, books play a pivotal role in nation building. Although some people have argued that books are no longer necessary in our daily lives, they believe that books have become irrelevant with the invention of internet and other electronic devices like smartphones, tablets. They've haven't taken over, especially with audiobooks, which has become relevant. But I still like to flip through my books. But nonetheless, the importance of books in our lives remains unchanged. From school textbooks to storybooks and reference materials, books continue to play a key role in shaping your young minds. Now, in changing the narratives or perceptions, it will require consistent advocacy in promoting reading culture. And this is what the network of book clubs and reading culture promoters in Nigeria are advocating. Its fifth NBPR National Conference on Reading and Annual General Meeting is in the offing, with a goal to make the FCT a book and reading hub, to be an example for other states across the country to emulate. But the question is, how can the nation revive the once vibrant reading culture? So on Platform, our focus will be on ways of reviving reading culture in Nigeria. And our guest is Chief Loye Olowo Okere. He's the coordinator, Abuja chapter for Network of Book Clubs and Reading Culture Promoters in Nigeria. Thank you so much for joining us, Chief.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me here.
You're welcome. So before we bring in our panelists, I'd like to take you through his profile. Chief Loye Olowo Okere is the CEO of Two Ventures Nigeria Limited, a company that trades in books, an author and book enthusiast. He holds a degree in economics from University of Benin and MBA from ABU, that is Zaria. He is the coordinator, a network of book clubs and reading culture promoters. I told you that. That's for Abuja chapter. He's ex-official ESCO member, Booksellers Association of Nigeria, Vice Chairman, Christian Booksellers Association of Nigeria, Abuja branch, Vice Chairman, Oyemekun Grammar School, Akure, Old Students Association Abuja branch, and Treasurer, Province of Abuja Anglican Communion. Chief Olowo Okere his life embodies service to God and humanity. Okay, so our panelist is one of our correspondents here, the what do I call him now? Ichie.
You're right.
Kenneth Nanim, looking like an Ichie, a chief. Thank you for joining us on Platform.
Thank you, Ruth. It's always my pleasure to be with you on this platform.
Great.
Thank you.
So, Chief Olowo Okere, reading culture. Before we delve into the conference, which is why you're here, the national conference, but let's talk about the reading culture in Nigeria. It beats my imagination. Growing up, I love books. I love to read books, and they're fascinating stories. But you look at society today, how many people, young people, would you even find reading books? Do you understand? So why are books, let's start with the importance of having books in our lives. Why are books so relevant in our lives?
Thank you, Ruth. The importance of books in our lives cannot be overemphasized. Book opens our mind and even our eyes to possibilities.
Yes.
A reading mind is an enlightened mind. Whoever does not read is like someone in the dark. because it is through books that you know what is happening around you, what is happening even beyond you. Through books, you can even know about what is happening in another country, in another continent. So books give us awareness of the realities around us, and it opens our mind for creativity. So it cannot be overemphasized.
Indeed. Nanim, I'm sure you want to come.
Yes, of course. Mine will be, just like you have, alluded that, there's this saying that if you want to hide anything from a black man, you put it inside a book. So I want to know, with these and all the interventions and maybe advocacies you've had over the years, would you say that such narrative is improving?
Thank you for that. It is the sayings from all these white people in order to give the black man a bad name.
I agree.
You understand?
I agree.
And it is as a sort of source statement that our network has come up to disapprove it. It's not that Nigerians are not reading, but it all depends on the type of books they read. But putting something in a book that a Nigerian or an African will not read, I don't think it's not totally correct. Right. However, in retrospect, just like you have said, when you are growing up, that time, our parents, even illiterate parents, they encourage their children to read. Yeah. And the enlightened parents, educated ones, they even have libraries. They encourage their children. Some people like a lawyer, we have a library, and of course, our accountants, some professionals, you see their children taken after them in the professionals because they have channeled them, their thoughts and direction towards that. But now, it's unfortunate. The written culture as Dindrul is not as before. And there are reasons for that. So
tell us, what are these challenges?
Yes. The reasons for that is, one, distractions. There are a lot of distractions. People lose focus. Because of distractions, people are chasing money. People are chasing money. They don't have value for intellectual capability. And not only that, even many parents, do they even encourage their children to read? The situation is as bad that you see parents even encouraging students, their children, to engage in exam malpractices, to indulge in unethical things in order to pass. So when such happens, can such a child read? No. So there are some parental problem. Then this introduction or incursion of technology, internet, social media, and all that has directed the attention of people from the physical materials. And it's unfortunate. But many people, even the country, example is Sydney, they tried that. They went all out for internet, software and all that, for their students. But I think just last year, they decided that there were a lot of challenges, there are a lot of problems created by this the technology, and they have come back to the hard copy, to the libraries. So that's the situation.
When we look at the situation, you mentioned something very important. The rates, young people are distracted, yes. And even our libraries that will encourage people to read, to go. Back then in school, you could just go into a library and read a book, There seems to be a gap there now.
There is.
So what can be done to revive these libraries in our schools, to encourage people to read at the tertiary level, secondary level?
Thank you, Ruth, once again. There is a serious gap there. if you go to all our states, there are supposed to be state libraries. But if you go to any of the state libraries in Nigeria, you will sorry for this nation. Attention is not given, dilapidated books or materials. And the place is not attractive, not conducive. Still the same thing. Like these state libraries, they are supposed to be places where children, youth, should go and learn. And it is as a result of that the network of book clubs and reading culture promoters in Nigeria have decided that one of our activities, major activities, is to have a book club and library in each of the 774 local governments in the country. We are facilitating that. We don't have money to do it, but we are reaching stakeholders that there should be a viable library, book clubs, a viable book club and library in each of the 774 local governments in this country, where students and youth can go and see that they acquire more knowledge.
Okay, so yeah, in terms of catching them young,
yes,
just like you said, we have primary schools and those in the secondary schools. The NBRP, yes, does it have any kind of maybe structure or kind of advocacy that will encourage young students or children, so to say, especially those in the primary, like those days you have a kind of competition, you have, okay, the first child that will finish reading 2 or 3 novels within a week will get such a prize and as a kind of encouragement. So I don't know whether you have any such activity or are you planning to do that as a way of also bridging the gap, this reading culture gap. I don't know whether you have stuff like that.
Thank you, Ichi. Am I correct?
Ichi. Okay.
Well, I didn't give you the background of NBRP. No. There is one of our major events. We call it the Book City. A city in the country is designated to be the book city for a year. It's fashioned just in line with the UNESCO World Book City that takes place from 23rd of April every year to the next 23rd of April of the following year. And Abuja has been designated to be the book city for 2025.
Okay.
That is why we have our activities. So the focus is on Abuja City, Book City. Okay. That's why we came the other time soliciting for the support and collaboration with NTA. We have other supporters and partners in that cause. To come back to your question, that is one of the major reasons of the network.
Okay.
When we started, we've had several promotions, events, where we invited school children, primary, secondary, for quiz competition, for essay competition, and activities like that.
Right,
and we donated books to them individually and even to their libraries. And we even have a plan that, as part of the Book City project, we want to, after we are having a competition, school competition, before the end of the Book City project, and the winning school, the best school, our plan is to focus on them and bring their library to a digital level, a form of encouragement. So we've been having that. Even the event we are having next week, Thursday, school children are coming to participate. So we've been encouraging them, modeling and encouraging them to read, donating books to them, to their libraries.
Which is quite commendable, because if you want to catch them young, you have to start from the foundational level.
Exactly.
And this brings me to the part, or rather the role of parents. They start that foundation. Some parents, you know, who are passionate about reading, who also pass that down to their children. But we get to hear complaints from schools also saying parents just leave the bulk of the work to the teachers. They don't pay attention to that aspect of reading, which helps a child's cognitive development.
Yeah, it's a very serious issue. You know, I mentioned distraction the other time.
Yes.
Parents now run after money. You see a school teacher, yes, a school teacher bringing clothes, bringing all sorts of materials, selling in the school. Is that part of the teaching engagement? There are so many things that have distracted them, you know, leaving their children just to the school. And how many hours do those children spend in the school? So just like you have pointed out, the parents have a lot of role to play. And we have equally been appealing to parents. We have a lot of programs. There's one we have quarterly, and is even one of the areas that we want NTA to partner with us. We call it, What Are You Reading?
Okay.
What are you reading?
That'll be very interesting.
Let us know about it.
Yeah.
It's a quarterly program. We invite seasoned authors, literary gurus in the environment. They present the particular books they are reading, maybe one, maybe two, and the audience. After the presentation, we always have about 5 or 6. Then after that, the audience will ask questions, in form of interaction, in order to encourage parents.
When does that normally hold? You say quarterly.
Yes.
Is there anyone coming soon?
We've had one. The next one is supposed to have taken place this month. No, if not for our event, but I think by October.
Okay.
So we will inform NTA about it. It's an interesting program.
That will be fine, sir.
Yes.
Okay. You know, you're also talking about, you know, things that could distract children or students or youths from reading. Then I also know that, you know, television is one of it. You know, because most times when parents are out there, just like you said, chasing money and business and all of that, you know, children, when they are home and they don't have maybe anybody to direct them,
yes,
they will be watching television, heavy television watchers. Okay, now, are you having plans of, you know, putting some of these books in electronic form in such a way that, you know, it could be attractive for, you know, young minds like that, you know, when they sit in front of television, they also have programs, you know, that are educative, that are like book reading, or, you know, that will promote that reading culture that you're talking about. Do you have plans of, you know, doing that, or do you have them already?
Thank you. For now, you know, the Book City project started, and our focus first is to reach out to these children, to their schools, and encourage them to start reading and start competing. In fact, it's amazing, some of the results, the performances of some of these children. One will be amazed. The last one during our flag-off event in April. In fact, we single out three students that the network wants to support because of their performance. The television you are talking about,
yes, or even in electronic form.
The electronic
form, yes.
They are the distractions that have caused some of these issues. However, whether we like it or not,
that's where the world is going.
It has come.
Yes.
There's nothing anybody can do about it.
So it's about creating the balance.
Yes, it's just the balance.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just the balance. What you have said now is noted, and we will get there.
Okay. Which brings me to this quote by Arthur Schopenhauer. He said, buying books is a good thing if one could also buy the time to read it.
Yes.
You talked about distraction. Now let's move away from children to even adults. Adults even reading. Everybody is pursuing one hustle or the other, looking for their daily bread. Now, how can we build a society where we inculcate this reading habit? You're a book enthusiast. How do you create that balance? You know, someone who is trying so hard, they want to read a book, but the time is not there. What would you recommend in, you know, appropriate planning?
Our advocacy is that people should understand the importance of reading. They should have the knowledge and understanding of reading. If, you know, if you don't have the understanding that you are gaining from something, to do it or to practice it becomes a problem. So what the appeal that we are making to parents at our events, and even we have flyers we send out, is that parents should try as much as possible, even if it is one chapter of a book a day, even just one, try and read. Before you know it, it may not be just one book, it may be one or two.
Yes.
Like me, there's no day I don't read at least a chapter or more. And it's not just one book, at times I have 4 or 5.
Different books.
On
different topics.
Yes. That I will touch, at times I may just be standing in my library, I start reading. So we are advocating that parents, all these material things we are running after.
It should be part of our leisure.
Yes.
You know,
books add to your knowledge. A reading mind is an enlightened man. And readers are always leaders.
Yes.
When you read, you know, when you are a reader, nothing gets you unawares. Yes. You are at ease with every situation.
You know, some will argue on the affordability of these books.
Yes.
Because of the price you get to see. And when you hear authors talk about why they put cost, why their books are pricey, it's because of the cost of production. So how do we create that balance?
Thank you. Anything we don't value, we don't give any attention to it. What the adults, what they spend on recharge cards. Yes. No, when people complain about the cost of books.
It's enough to get a book.
Yes. What they spend on being on social media, things that do not even add value
to their lives.
You know, we give priority to such. It's lack of priority. There's nothing you can compare to, you know, what we gave from reading. There's nothing. See this lady, our lady that has taken Nigeria to the Chimamanda. Is it not through reading?
Yes.
And many others that are doing well, even the youth. But parents, our priority is just about money. About money. And all those things are ephemeral. But reading is part of your knowledge, and whatever you have gained from reading, nobody takes away that from you.
Exactly.
Sure.
Okay, we are also talking about, you know, inclusivity. You know, yes, in everything we do now, we pay attention to persons with special needs. You know, you're talking about books, and we know that, you know, there are the blind, there are the deaf. Then how do you incorporate them? Do you have books in brailles, you know, that will give opportunity to persons that are visually impaired, you know, to also participate and be part of this reading society?
That's very good. One of our subcommittees, that subcommittee, they are working on that for the blind. Okay. We are working on that.
Okay.
So, and in line with Kenneth's question, the schools you talked about, you know, sharing these books, in as much as you said it's work in progress to inculcate all of that, but are special need people with special needs, their schools. We have quite a number of them.
Yeah.
Are you also considering them being part of it?
A group in the network is working about that, doing the packaging, so that we will extend our fellowship to them, to the schools.
Okay, so also very important is the illiteracy level. And just not too long, the world celebrated World Literacy Day. The rates of illiteracy in the rural communities. These people are not even opportuned to get the quality education they desire. How can we bridge that gap to ensure that no one is left behind?
Well, we have to shift our attention again to the government. It is the responsibility of the local government. It is the responsibility of the local government to give that foundational education to every child. You know, what we are doing, we are just supporting. And unfortunately, we don't even have adequate funds. The field is large.
Yes.
It's only a few parastatals that have seen reason to partner with us. So it's unfortunate that the rural areas, when you go to the interior, you see the level of, the level of education there, the classrooms, they are not anything to talk about. But then, we are trying to let the government. That's why we are using all this medium, like the media, to talk about it, so that the government, perhaps, the people there can listen and do the needful.
Okay, yes, you're still talking about partnerships and collaborations. Have you looked inwards or outside the box, maybe to have collaborations with maybe the private organizations, apart from government, because sometimes you may try this, it's not working, you try the other way. So have you, how is your collaboration with private organizations? How is it like, in order to, because I know that if it is something like that has to do with maybe musical or concert, you have a lot
politics.
Yes, you now have a lot of people.
And there are political books.
Yes, many of them. Those books, they write the books for them.
Okay.
It's just about money, many.
Okay.
So,
it's your collaboration with private organizations?
Yeah, thank you. We have a lot of, some of our friends that are partners at individual level.
Yeah.
Some of them at their personal organizational level, they are companies. They use that to assist. But we know that we can always get a chunk of money, if government comes to our aid. We are doing the work for them. What we are doing, we are not, it's the selfless service. Non-profit, but we are doing it for them. However, we have some of, we have partners like the National Library, the Nigerian Copyright Commission, ERC, Booksellers Association, I'm part of that, publishers, and ANA, that's the Association of Nigerian Authors. We are partners. And those people were enjoying their partnership.
Okay.
But the project needs a lot of money to reach out to. You have mentioned a lot of areas, a lot of people where there's need. So it's a lot of, it's a big project.
Okay.
Yes.
Chief Oluwo Okere, we have to take a break.
Okay.
We'll pause with the conversation. We'll be right back. To stay tuned.
What are we doing as a nation to first of all settle our teeming populace, especially
NTA's political package with a third eye on the nation's political scene? I am Fisa Ogunfuyi. Welcome.
You have to be very careful giving space to people who are obviously sponsored to further the agenda of some other groups.
There's a lot of questions. A lot of questions in your closed door sessions. some of these issues, some of the problems bedeviling the of their.
In fact, between June 1st and July 17, 19-point-something billion has left the coffers of the NDDC.
I can say my constituency, they need everything because we don't have anything.
A method for digital literacy is a bot that you can use, you can interact to learn more about digital literacy.
Hello, it's our pleasure to have you join us on platform. I'm Ruth Aguwele.
What is the yardstick for measuring everybody's moral integrity? It's critical at this point in time.
How daunting has that been for the Institute in getting them abreast with all the legislative procedures?
The fact remains that one training workshop is not enough.
Thank you for staying tuned. You're just right in time because we're discussing reviving the reading culture in Nigeria. You should be reading the book. Kenneth, you're going to speak up with a question.
Yes, okay, yes. What I would also want you to tell Nigerians is, you know, what your organization is doing regarding having quality books out there. You understand? Sometimes, you know, we are looking at things that could deter people from reading books. You know, you pick up a book and the book is substandard, then or sometimes you have
some upside down.
Yes, you such things, you know, do discourage, you know, people who may be willing to read. So are you doing anything to, you know, discourage that? And also we have some quackeries. We have people who do a lot of copyright, you know, violations. You know, are you really in touch, you know, with all of these to ensure that it is nipped in the bud?
I had mentioned earlier that one of our partners is the Nigerian Copyright Commission. And of course, being partners, we are fighting the war against piracy together. We are joining them to fight the war at our level.
Okay.
That is a menace, is criminal.
Yes.
It's criminal.
Of
that
course,
should not be
plagiarism,
it's an activity that should not be tolerated.
Yes.
So there's zero tolerance to it at our organization.
So, which brings me to the aspect of having the right number of traditional publishers in society. Even though there are, you hear some young authors who want to write, who have even written and just moving around with their manuscripts, because most of these traditional publishing houses have rules, terms that doesn't fit, you know, what these authors are carrying. Now, that pushes people into self-publishing. I have seen young authors who delved, you know, started doing self-publishing. How do we bridge that gap? As part of your network, do you have publishers who will start considering authors so that dreams are not thwarted?
Exactly.
Nigerian Publishers Association, they are equally our partners. However, just like you have said, they have their standard rules. Where such rules are not met, it becomes difficult. And don't forget that there are a lot of competition.
Yeah.
You know, there are a lot of competition.
Yeah.
While some may be lucky, some may have to come back another time to try it. And there are many publishers. If one doesn't take your manuscripts, you can approach another one. So, but the issue is that you know, we are not disparaging anybody.
Yes.
But there are a lot of books, even when you pick them, when you read, there's nothing much, you know, about the book.
Yes, that's the content.
Yes, the content.
Content.
So the content, when the content is not attractive, it doesn't, send any message. You know, publisher will just take it and they will tell the person, this one cannot fly.
And sometimes they are just like pamphlets. So, you know, what makes book? Why will you say this is a book? What will you consider, you know, when you look at a publication? You now consider it as a book. Is it the number of chapters? Is it the pages?
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. The content, the message. There should be a message. Okay. In fact, by the time you just go to the back of a book, the summary there.
But which one? Which category do you consider as pamphlet?
I don't publish. I don't publish, but we are just partners.
Okay, all right.
But then, the content of a book matters.
All right.
You know?
I agree.
And the packaging.
Yes.
The packaging.
So let's delve into the 5th MBPR National Conference. MBRP annual National Conference and Annual General
Conference, yes.
Yeah, so tell us about it.
It's an annual event. I told you that a city will be selected to be the book city for a year. And that city will engage in reading promotion, just like we have been doing in Abuja. And they will flag off the event, the Book City project, in the month of April, which we did on 24th of April. Before that time, there were pre-event activities like approaching, seeking for partners, and setting up LOC for our projects, and all that. Now, by September, there will be AGM and reading conference.
That is this September?
Yes, that's next week, Thursday.
Okay.
We are members across the country.
Okay.
We converge here in Abuja for the conference. And it is a period. There will be secretariat report, there will be financial report, then our activities will be presented within at the meeting. And this year is very, very unique. There's going to be an election, you know, this very year, at the event.
Okay.
And the importance of it is to bring the stakeholders in the book ecosystem together to exchange ideas and bring school children to equally be part of the program.
Okay.
And at the end of it, the project continues. It is not the end. Another city will take the baton, but we will continue being running the activities of the network. So it is a period when our activities are presented and considered, and other activities and all that we need to do.
Okay.
Even for the following year and subsequent years will be considered.
Okay, how does one, become a member? How do you choose your membership? Or
participate?
Yes. How could one participate? The people that are coming, are they only your members, or are you inviting other members of the public?
The first question is, how does one become a member?
Yes.
Membership is open to
any criteria of qualification
in Nigeria. Once you're a book lover,
as long as you read books.
As long as you read.
Okay.
No age limit.
Right.
We have a girl of 11 years as a member of the network. That young girl is what?
And how many books you've read in your lifetime will not be considered?
No, nobody is asking you how many books.
Okay.
We encourage people to read.
Okay.
So if that should be the condition, then not many people will be interested.
Exactly.
And we encourage.
Yes, and it's never too late to start reading.
Yes.
Exactly.
So, but is it free? Participation for the conference, is it free?
The participation
for the conference?
Like attending?
Yes.
Yes, it's free.
Okay.
It's free.
Okay.
It's free. I think in our letter we extended that it's free.
Okay.
It's free. Ruth can and Chick can. You are invited. You are invited.
All right, sir.
You are very much invited.
Okay.
Then our condition is very, very simple. We have just little annual dues.
Okay.
That as a member, at least a token for membership.
Okay.
Like this event that is coming now.
Yes.
Prizes will be given to children
exactly
that
what I
are
wanted to ask.
participating.
Even
we are giving awards to 3 distinguished members of the public. Some of them are people that have been part of us, assisting and supporting our activities. Okay. We are giving them award at the event.
Okay, so it's a network of book clubs.
Yes.
And one may ask, what does it take to start a book club? Are there certain criteria? Let's say Kenneth here and me here want to start a book club for NTA. How do you start?
That's a very good question. All you need a space.
Okay.
You need a space, and
like a little library that can serve like a library.
Yes.
Okay.
That's all. Where people can come, children can come and read, exchange ideas. Parents can bring the children. Even parents can sit down and read. You just need a space. Okay. For a start, it may not be too big.
Yes.
Yes, just little space.
You know why I asked that question? You know, when we're having this conversation, you talked about distractions for people who, go about their daily activities. So having a book club here, maybe in people's leisure time or break time, they could just...
Yes.
Read 1 or 2 chapters.
Yes, we even encourage you. We will support the ideas. We will guide you.
Okay.
How to set it up. And you have an advantage. You are in contact with every Nigerian. Yes, so
we have the rich.
both the rich and the poor.
Yes.
Yes.
So
in fact, I take note of that.
Okay,
right.
Great. So my proposition is being considered.
Yes.
Fantastic. So, Chief Olowo Okere, we're gradually winding down this conversation.
Okay.
And in all of it, we have not mentioned the National Orientation Agency. If the reading culture, must be revived, you have to touch every side.
Yes,
I know it's part of humanity. You're doing this out of enthusiasm, but it's serious for national development.
For avoidance of inducting any organization,
are you considering working with them?
We're in contact with them.
Okay.
And let me just put it that way. We're in contact. All the stakeholders in book and education, we're in contact with them.
Okay.
All of them.
Because I know that National Orientation Agency, has a program, where they go to schools to establish clubs, especially.
We are in contact with them.
Okay.
Going forward now, after the conference, what next for book lovers?
Yes.
What next is our activities continues. In fact, we already have activities that we call post book city event. Starting from October up to 2026. So we already have the programs, book promotion, literacy, advocacy, and all that. And members of the public schools will still be invited to our activities.
Like how many people?
There's even one program that we'll do, and of course, we will be glad that NTA will be part of it. We call it a book walk.
Okay.
It's going to be around the city.
Like a road show?
Yes.
But you're working for every chapter,
yes, and,
every page.
Okay. Yes, there will be maybe 1 or 2 people will be inside a fan and with mic and let people know the importance of reading, what our network stands for.
Yes.
So that will be part of the post
activity.
Yes.
You've been in touch with the states, just like you mentioned earlier, when you go to the rural communities, you find out that, reading culture is dwindling, really going down. Okay, after this conference, because it's going to be a national conference, so after this conference, what would be the message that, those who have participated from the states, will be going home with? Is there any need you have identified from the states or from the rural communities that you want all this conference to also, solve?
The people coming from the states, they are our partners, they are our members, rather.
Yes.
Members, we are members. Our headquarters is in Lagos.
Yes.
People coming from Lagos, Port Harcourt, Akwa Ibom, Bauchi, and the rest.
Yes.
We are in it together, and we are aware of the problem, and the message is go back and continue to do the work.
Propagating
the work is to let more Nigerians read.
Okay. Yeah.
Let people read.
And also write.
Right. Yes, read, write, and be enlightened. Yes. Be enlightened.
Okay.
So all right. On a final note, Chief Olowo Okere, what's your message to Nigerians? Because this advocacy is just beyond this platform. What would you tell Nigerians?
Thank you. Our message is that NBRP stands for reading liberation. We try to liberate the society, to encourage, just like I said, every Nigerian should read. Read a book. Read a book. Pick a book and read. There is no book that is useless. There is no book that is useless. The message is that wherever you find yourself, try and read. Don't be in the dark. Don't be in the dark. So thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Chief Olowo Okere. He is the coordinator for Abuja chapter, network of book clubs and reading culture promoters in Nigeria. We want to thank you for coming on platform, and we look forward to your conference. You've already invited.
I've invited the two of
yes,
course.
And coincidentally, he's a book lover.
That's good.
I'm also a book lover.
That's good.
So
you are invited.
Okay.
It's on Thursday. Start by 8:30. The first section, 8:30 to 12:30.
Okay.
And the second part will be the business section, which is for the accredited members, we members. But that first session,
where is it happening? You didn't tell
it's at Third Fund Auditorium. Third Fund.
Third Fund.
Okay.
Third Fund.
All right. Thank you so much.
So we'll be expecting you.
Indeed. Thank you very much for coming on platform, and wish you the best. Keep up the good work of promoting the reading culture.
Yes.
NTA will play our role by amplifying the advocacy.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Ruth. Yes.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure being here.
Coming on platform.
Thank you.
you.
You're welcome.
All right, we've been discussing reviving reading culture in Nigeria. You just need to fall in love with reading again if you stopped. And if you're the type who doesn't love reading, there's so much you can benefit from reading. Ernest Hemingway says, there's no friend as loyal as a book. So pick a book today. I'm Ruth Aguwele, and that's Platform. Bye.